In this video, traders, we're going to look at, hey, if you're not doing so well in this volatility, if you're struggling to trade during volatility, and while I'm filming this at the coronavirus volatility, you might be watching this during other volatility, it might not be as bad as you think. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Alright, so if you're struggling in this volatility, it's not as bad as you think. Now, if you listened to all the egomaniac traders out there, they'll be telling you that they're making 100 grand a day, no problem at all, and this volatility is the best thing since sliced bread. Now, there are definitely traders out there who do very well in volatility. There's no doubt about that. Volatility gives opportunity, and if you can trade it well, it is the best opportunity. But there are equally very many traders out there who are blowing up accounts. But in the middle of that, there are traders who, and I know several of these, who are very good traders who have been trading for decades, very successfully, who are standing back from this volatility, should I say, because they know that it's not their edge. They're like, listen, hey, I know there's lots of volatility out there, I know there's opportunity for this type of thing, but I trade in this manner. And so I know my edge is this, so I'm just waiting for the volatility to die down. The VIX is too high for me to implement my strategy. And that is the best self-awareness ever. So what I want to talk about in this video is, hey guys, yes, there's opportunity here. And if you believed everybody out there, everyone's killing it in the market. It's not true. The point is that if you are struggling with volatility, you end up listening to other people and beating yourself up, saying, hey, I should be making money, the volatility is this, everyone's saying they're making so much money. Forget about what everybody else says about how much money they're making, and just think, this volatility is rare. We do not get volatility like this very often. You are far better being able to perform under normal market conditions than you are in volatility. Now, in a perfect world, you can do a bit of both. That comes with experience. The only reason that I'm trading this volatility now is because I've traded multiple cycles of significant volatility. The first time I got involved with significant volatility, guys, I got hammered. Of course, that's what people do. But then you realize and you say, hey, conditions have changed. I've seen this before, just like normal stuff. So that's the only reason I'm trading this volatility. But if you are new to the trading or new to kind of haven't seen this before, maybe once before, then it doesn't matter that you're not taking advantage of it, or if you just can't get a good feel on it, don't beat yourself up about it. I've seen too many people thinking they should be killing it, they should be killing it, should be killing it, and that's in their mind all the time, and they're pressing and pressing and pressing, and they're doing damage. You know, it doesn't matter. If you can trade normal conditions, that's far better. Because normal conditions are there for 99% of the time, guys. This volatility is so rare, and it will contract at some point again, and we'll go back to normal conditions. So you're much better off being an expert in normal market conditions, normal ebbs and flows, as you are of being expert in volatility. Now, once you've seen this, you'll be able to then maybe get involved in the next cycle of volatility and so on. But if you look at all the market wizard stories and all the interviews with hedge fund managers and traders, there's the same amount of stories of people who made good money when you talk back to all the different crises and different volatility environments, as there are people who got caught out. You know, I can think off the top of my head of at least a handful of traders on both sides who have the war stories where they got caught out long on limit down days massively, and they learned really badly from that. Same as I can imagine, I think of stories, people who caught a big move. So there isn't really anything to say, you know, this doesn't really, what I'm trying to say, it doesn't really kind of a guide as to how good of a trader you are because you can trade volatile conditions. Don't worry about it. You know, if you're struggling with it, then that's fine. It has no bearing whatsoever on your value as a trader over the long term. And the main thing you want to do is just keep your capital protected. You know, so we've got traders out there who have wiped out volatility, and these guys are now managing funds. We've got traders who have captured volatility. It doesn't matter. So the point is, if you are going to trade it, then fine, learn, trade small. If you're a bit more experienced, put the throttle down. You know when to put the throttle down. You don't need me to tell you when to put the throttle down and when to get aggressive and when to really take advantage of the opportunity. We've talked about that before. If it's too much, then you back off. You know, I just don't like this constant thing of people pressing, saying everyone should be killing it in this environment. You know, if you've got half a brain, you're half a trader, you should be doing 100K a day in this environment. It's just complete nonsense, right? For the majority of people, that is not the case. If you're in it for the long term, then you need to do what's best for you. If this environment suits you, then great. Double thumbs up, go and get involved with it. You know how to trade it. If it doesn't suit you, it does not matter. It doesn't need to be a big issue. And like I say here, it might actually be a good sign because you're so in tune with normal conditions, the ebbs and flows, the kind of stretches, the pulls back, all the stuff that normally occurs in the markets, and we get little extensions, volatility, contractions, all the normal conditions. If you're better at that and you've been working on that, all of a sudden we have this is like stepping in a completely different environment. You're there on a river and now you're in Whitewater Rapids. Of course, they're different skill sets. And so you've got to be careful again, is that you're not kind of suddenly getting involved with volatility and getting a new skill set. And then when we go back to normal conditions, you're looking for different moves again. So it's not a bad thing. If you're struggling with volatility, then don't trade it. Number one, step back and just wait and watch and observe, put it down to a learning experience, take some notes, do all the stuff, ready for the next bout of volatility. But when the markets start to calm down a little bit more, then they'll be in your perfect sweet spot. And you'll have all your powder dry, you'll be ready, you'll be refreshed, and then you'll be back in the ball rolling, making money. What you don't want to do is what many people will do is they'll get involved with this volatility, they'll get hit hard, and then they'll come back and then they'll have to claw that back. Now, like I say, by all means, if you're experienced enough with the volatility, then great opportunities are here, but there's no shame in not getting involved in it. If you're not that good at it, it might be because you're just very, very good at normal conditions. And I know which I'd rather be good at if I could choose one or the other, and that would be normal conditions because they're here far more often than volatility. All right, guys, take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.